Hi guys, it's Cindy Lietz, your Polymer Clay Tutor, and today's studio tip, I'm going to be answering the question, do I have to seal my polymer clay? Now, this is a question that comes in a lot from people, and the first thing they ask is, do I have to seal it, and what do I seal it with? Well, actually, the quick answer is no, you don't actually have to seal polymer clay. Polymer clay is, when you bake it, it becomes a non-permeable plastic, basically, so it doesn't really need any protecting. It's when you add stuff to it that it needs protecting, or if you just feel like having a shiny finish or some sort of finish like that. So when you've added different things to your polymer clay, like Gilder's paste, for example, or silver leaf, or any other kinds of silver leaf. There's copper and silver and gold. Sometimes they'll change color if they're not protected. They'll go get patinas on them. Or Pearlix powder, or chalk pastels. If you add that to the surface of your polymer clay where it could get rubbed off over time, then you need to protect it. And there's lots of different things that you can use to seal polymer clay. And I've got my favorite examples back here. Each one of these has been tested with polymer clay, so I know it's polymer clay safe. Some of them I've talked about before, some I haven't, and I plan to do more videos on them in the future. But I'll just run through them really quickly so that you can see what I have here. I have Liquitex matte varnish, which will give you a matte finish on your polymer clay and seal in all of these different things. You always want to stir a matte varnish very well, because there's the particles that sit at the bottom that actually make it matte. If you don't stir them in and you just use the top part of the bottle, you'll get a glossy finish. So make sure to do that. I know this because I've done that before. Another great product, and the only spray that I recommend for putting on polymer clay, is PYM2. It's also known as Preserve Your Memories 2, and it is polymer clay safe and a great spray product to use. I will be talking more about that in the future. Renaissance wax. I've talked about that before. It's a great product. It's a microcrystalline wax that you can add to things. You can't add it over top of everything, but I'll talk about that in a second as well. Golden varnish. This is a polymer varnish with UV-LS, which is basically a UV protector in it. And this is the gloss version. They have, I believe they have a satin and possibly a matte as well. This is also another golden product. It is the acrylic glazing liquid in gloss, and it's their glazing medium. I love it. Now these are liquid polymer clays here. I don't tend to use them for these types of situations that much, but you could if you wanted to. This is translucent liquid Sculpey, also known as TLS. This is Fimo liquid. I just got this, so I'm going to have to play with that a bit more. And this is Kato Poly Clay liquid. A beautiful product for if you want a really thick, hard shell on your polymer clay is the UV epoxy resin. You need a UV lamp for that to cure it, and I have talked about that one before. And lastly, I have up here is the Minwax polyurethane, and this is an oil-based one. I've done a review or a demo of that one in the past as well, and it's a great product, but you can't also use that one on everything either. Now, let me just go through. I've got some examples here of tutorials that I have done in the past, and each one of these needed to be sealed. And I will just show them to you and explain to you which product that I used. Now this here is from the Cymbidium Orchid tutorial. I used chalk pastels, Pearlix powders, and acrylic paints on this one. And so I used PYM2 on it. It was perfect because I could spray it and not have to worry about messing up the pastels or the powders or anything on there. The next one here is from the Faux Rainbow Raku Macrame Bracelet tutorial. And I used chalk pastels and Pearl-Ex powders on this one. And I sealed it using Renaissance wax. But you could also use the matte varnish or the PYM2. Be a good one. Now this is a really old tutorial from way, way back. This is from the Deep Crackle Raku tutorial. And it has alcohol inks and Pearl-Ex powders on it. And I use the PYM2 on it to seal it. You can also use PYM2 to seal metal. So if you want the metal to, like in this case, this is copper and I don't want it to turn green against my skin, I can spray it with the PYM2 and I can spray it with the beads and everything on there and just seal it up and protect it. That's what's really nice about the PYM2. This one here was also sealed with the PYM2, and this piece here, now this side here and here are gemstones and seashells, but this side here is made with polymer clay, and it is from the polymer curb chain tutorial. And to get that green color on there, I used Gilder's paste. But if you put Gilder's paste up against your skin, it can rub off a bit. So what I did was sealed it with the PYM2 just to keep that in there. You can't use Renaissance wax or the oil-based polyurethane on Gilder's paste because it will lift it off the surface. It must have something to do with the oils in those products and mixing with the oils in these products. But they're not really compatible. But PYM2 is perfect for sealing in Gilder's paste. The next one I have is from the Street Hearts tutorial, and this one has a lot of different products on it. It has acrylic paints, it has embossing powders, gelato pencils, it has inks. What else did I put on this one? Oh, all kinds of stuff. But I sealed this one with Renaissance wax. Alrighty. This one here is a little tiny fairy door, and this is from the Polymer Clay Fairy Door tutorial. This one I had used chalks, pastels. I used flocking powder to make like little flowers and moss and stuff on the side of this, on the stone and everything. So I sealed that all in with the acrylic glazing medium by Golden. And I also tinted it using some acrylic paint to get some of the antiquing and stuff around the door on that one. Now this bracelet here, it's kind of got a steampunk look to it. This is from the Faux Flaking Rust tutorial. And there are spices and chalk pastels on this one that needed to be sealed in. And I didn't want to make it shiny, so I used the Liquitex matte varnish on it. This little tile here is from the Faux Dichroic Glass tutorial. And to get the sparkly color on there, I used Pearl-Ex powders. And then I sealed this one in with a nice thick coat of UV epoxy resin. So that just makes it look like real glass when you put the resin on there. And then lastly, this book here, the cover is made with polymer clay, and it's from the Polymer Clay journal cover tutorial. I think it might be journal cover or just journals tutorial. And I use all kinds of different products on this one. I used inks, embossing powders, Pearl-Ex powders, pastel chalks, paint, and a bunch of things. So I sealed this one all in with the Renaissance wax. So I hope that was helpful for you, that it cleared up some things for you. Now, so just to recap, you don't actually need to seal polymer clay if you don't put anything on it. You can just leave it all on its own. Or if you have added something to it that could get scratched off or could get rubbed off over time that you need to seal, then these Polymer Clay Safe products are good to use on there. So I will be doing some reviews in the future on those other products. So if you have a specific one that you want me to get right on, then put that in the comment section below. If you have other products you'd like me to test or some burning questions that you have for polymer clay, leave those in the comment section below as well. And don't forget, we have tons of videos that you should check out, and we may have already answered your polymer clay question. Alrighty, so we'll see you next time, and bye for now.